Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Today was a perfect short gap fill on Moderna. Remember to unleash your trading instinct. We didn't really discuss, I took a look at our last video. I didn't really discuss this setup, but it's a setup that we do and that I did take advantage of today. And some interesting things happened. Some good short setups and good long setups. Remember, this is not financial advice. We do this for entertainment and educational purposes. We provide you our fundamentals, our framework, the way we perceive the markets, and how we profit from them on a regular basis. So let's jump into the charts. We're going to skip the guidelines today just to get you right into the action. And so here we go. We got Moderna on the docket. And we had another bullish day today. What a surprise. I'm still saying we are going to retest those highs. We had some people short this stock at 400, and it's going to be tough for it's acting as support right now, so it's going to be hard for it to break that 400. Also, a shout out to the people who have been commenting. Definitely appreciate your feedback. I enjoy reading those comments and engaging with you there, so feel free to go down and drop a comment, and we'll get into a little chat, a little conversation if you'd like. I also have my email address there if you have any questions. You can also send me an email. So we have a clean, crisp chart. I like to keep things simple. A lot of traders have their MACDs up and their stochastics, RSI, hey man, the whole gamma. And here on our channel, we don't use any of Joe's indicators. We use our own, which basically are areas where the market tells us is important. And speaking of which, we talked about that yesterday. And so let's dive into the chart on the 15-minute area. I cleaned up the chart just to make it look nice. And so let's zoom in here and let's just fix this. And yesterday, we talked about a specific area. We said if we were going to go long, there was an area of support. And we identified that area right here. That was that area at 430. We said that if we were going to start closing below here, right, that would be an area, on a 15-minute hourly basis, around the spiel, we would just manually go in and exit our position. And you can see that this particular area was the support low of the day. Coincidentally, these areas, I don't make them up. They're, I read the charts. I grab them from, the lows of breakup candles, and I flip through different time frames. Like I went on a 2-hour time frame. Let's zoom in here. And you can see, there was this breakup candle. Maybe you could have went a little lower here at 429, 430, 429. It's always about a zone. And so that's where we picked that area. If we go back to the 15-minute chart, we will see that it was important. It was basically the top of this breakup candle, the top of this breakup candle, the low of this breakup candle. So you saw it. You saw this area a lot here. Look at right here, the low of this breakup candle. That's just, I only care about those areas. The fluff in between have no meaning to me, and that's part of the fundamentals. So what did we do today? We saw it was a lower open, and because it was a lower open, we shorted price coming into the close, right? So oftentimes we talk about this, on the other side, if the price opens higher and we come immediately into it, into the closing price of the previous day, we initiate a buy. Now it's the same thing when we open below and we come into that price, we initiate a short, and we initiated the short at 434. Maybe you got a better price at 436, 438, right? There was a better price there, and it gave us it went down to 430, a little bit 429, right? We got out at 430. It gave us that 1% that we're looking for when we short, and we just got out. And I talked about this in our previous videos. This is a bullish stock, so when we're coming down, if it comes down, it comes down hard and fast. If it starts stalling or waiting, it may turn around on you. And so I take my profits at 1% when I short it. I just get in, get out. And if you are savvy and you wanted to take extra risk, right? Was the area to buy. It was this area here. This would have been a perfect buy for a $12 move higher. Like, I've been saying like we are going to test new highs. We haven't come tested up here yet. And now, like, we didn't do it this time, right? We chopped here. We didn't do it this time. We broke down. Now, guess what? We chopped some more and we managed to make our way back up here. And so if we do break to the upside, I am going to go long. Why? Because this shook out a lot of people. This area here, this trading action, it was the wild west down there, and we hung out up here all day today, which sets up for a bull flag-ish pattern for a move higher. So that's the deal. If we tomorrow morning, if again, it's the same routine day in and day out. This area now is no longer important. Once we hit that area that I identify once, it's gone. That's not important to me. But so I just remove it. But maybe it is. I like to flip around time frames. Yeah. So yeah, it's still important. So this is the bottom of that break up area. So the first time we come down here, this will be a buy. Again, still at 430 is a buy at the first touch down here. If we come down and we touch it the first time, right, you're going to get a bounce probably back up to 435. And you can get your 1% real quick there. So let's get back to the setup for tomorrow, which is Thursday. I wanted to draw one line here, though, before we get started. So let me I'm going to leave that there, and then I want to set the line that I want. Okay, there we go. Trend line is drawn. So just like we did over here, it's going to be the same scenario, right? So if we have if we gap below, or if we have a breakdown candle, this is a 1 hour. Let's go in the 15-minute. It's going to be the same setup here, right? We can, if we open just above it, that could initiate a lot of buy all the way to test up here. If we open below it, then we wait for the 15-minute candle close, and we can maybe short, right? That's if we gap down. If we gap down, we open, we have that breakdown candle, a candle that looks kind of like this or like this, right? Something a little bigger than these ones. These are a little small. These are small. Something, we're looking at of significant size. This was, a candle this size. If we have that below this trend line, then we're going to short it. Now, if we open above, if we gap down below here, this is a buy. So if we gap down at 335 or higher tomorrow, I'm going to initiate a buy for a move higher. Okay, and I'm going to do this a little different because I think there are possibilities that we are going to break out of the we're going to break out of this resistance area here because we're creeping back up. I'm going to increase my position, right? So I'm going to sell some at the 1%. So as soon as I have $4 or $6, I'll sell 1/3 or 1/4 of my entire position. Or 1/2, sorry, 1/4 or 1/2 of my entire position, and I'm going to hold the rest. I'm going to hold the rest because I think that we could, test the highs. So that's another $10 after we break those highs. Now, all of that is out the window. Like I said, if we gap below here, if we open below 335, I'm not going to be initiating a buy. I'm going to wait and most likely, short. If it would come up here and we fill this, I'm going to most likely short it. That's if we gap below here. Or my risk management in my long position, if we do gap above, if we do open above 435 or higher, I will initiate a buy. and closing below this line on a 5-minute, 15-minute candle is my out. So hopefully you're taking notes on what I'm talking about, these setups, and you're observing the market, right? The lower open into here worked really well, and we're really having these lower highs, lower lows, higher highs, lower low, higher high, right? Or I should say higher low, higher low, higher high, higher low. We could be having this kind of setup, but again, we need to watch out for the break of that trend line because it's a trapdoor to lower lows. So we got to exercise caution. So tomorrow, Friday, is going to be interesting. So keep your eyes peeled. Hopefully you learned something. Please comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. Again, thank you for watching. See you tomorrow.